a dilated pupil, a change in vision, a number of one sides of face. When to see a doctor. Seek medical attention if you're developed sudden, extremely severe headaches. If you're with somebody that complains of a sudden, severe headache who lost consciousness or seizure, call 911 or your local emergency number. The Mayo Clinic aneurysm. I'm doing this for one of my friends named Trish. I know she had a problem with her brain finally, but it could never touch her heart, could never touch her body. She could laugh, she could cry. I don't think I'm getting all of those right, but she was an honor to be friends with. She didn't complain. She was great. Everyone did know she was fighting through more than what she had said. I knew that day of the Big 12 tournament, there was something wrong. She couldn't get up the stairs. She had to tell me, even though she didn't want to, because I had just lost a close friend. She had to tell me that she was getting sick. And I was just getting over my psychologist, who was one of my best friends. But I had just, what I have learned 95% of the time is that people who have a disease, they can't take over their lives. They are usually the same people who they are before they get the disease. Trish, she treated people with kindness and honor. Everyone, even the people she didn't like. She also had a passion about life and had friends, and everyone was Trish's friend, no matter what. But raising money was her passion. To several organizations, including Horizon Academy and Director of Development of Special Events Camps Quality Creator, a camp helping kids with cancer. All of those things she did. But I want to point out the most 5 things that she did to give an example in life. She was passionate, she was honorable, she was kind, she gave help that others needed it when others needed it. 5, she never gave up hope. And that's one of my NAMI values, and one of my favorite values. She never gave up hope. This is Sam Vaughan for Trish, and we'll see if we continue more series. I've got to see if I got more work. This is Sam Vaughan.
Blood pressure, smokers definitely have predilection not only to have cerebral aneurysms, but also have worse outcomes if an aneurysm were to cause bleeding in the brain. On occasion, we do see aneurysms run within families. If there are 2 first-degree relatives with a cerebral aneurysm, we become more concerned that there might be involved within the rest of the members of the family. People with unruptured cerebral aneurysms generally won't have any symptoms at all. They're often discovered incidentally. They might have headaches, which have over time starts to affect their quality of life, and they'll go see their regular doctor to help manage that, and the doctor will order some type of scan like a CT scan or an MRI scan. And during the course of the workup for this other condition, they'll find the aneurysm. The top concerns that individuals have when faced with an aneurysm is, what are the chances that this aneurysm is going to bleed? What's the chance of the aneurysm rupturing? That discussion relies on multiple factors, such as the size of the aneurysm, the shape of the aneurysm, and the location of the aneurysm, as well as patient-specific factors such as their age and their general health status. That helps us decide whether or not we need to treat it. Certain aneurysms are more amenable to having surgical clipping, while other aneurysms are more amenable to treatment with endovascular techniques such as coiling. Clipping of aneurysms is a surgical procedure where we attempt to exclude the aneurysm from the normal circulation. That involves making an incision along the scalp and removing a small portion of the bone. We place a little titanium clip right where the aneurysm arises off of the blood vessel. And that way we can keep the aneurysm from filling with blood, which drastically reduces its chances of causing a bleeding event in the future. Another way to treat aneurysms is to do something called coiling. And in that procedure, we actually go through really long, small catheters, and we can access either the wrist or down in the hip area and navigate catheters all the way from out in that area up to the vessels in the brain. From there, we can enter into the aneurysm and deploy tiny little platinum coils. And what they do is they fill up the aneurysm so that the blood flow can't get into it, and thus it drastically reduces the chance of having a bleeding event in the future.